I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Max.4 and welcome to this little 4:3 ratio of a YouTube channel video. What's up? My boys and gals and else, I am now 18. Since becoming 18, I have learned a lot of freaking lessons. But before we get into that, 4 years is how long this channel's existed for. 4 years. No, I think it's 5. 5 years! Half a decade! We did it! And we're not at 1 million subscribers! We're not there! So we'll count it as a dub. 168 dubs, 168 loves. Yeah! So I'm now an 18-year-old. I can go in and steal money from all the corner shops that lie in your bathroom streets. I've learned a lot of lessons, literally since becoming 18. Like, I don't know why, but coincidentally, like, so many lessons have appeared before me. Let me go down. Let me switch the angle here. There we go. Now I'm more human. I think I'm doing well. Trimmed a bit. I'm okay. Getting on that grind. A psychic in my lifeline. Like, since becoming 18, like, so many life lessons. I've experienced so much craziness in the last couple months, and of just like of pain, suffering, happiness, awesomeness, and feeling free. This video is here to showcase in my head how I have learned from each thing and how I've understood it. Yeah, this is not your normal commentary video from me, this wacky, out on the left, out on the right, up, here, down, let's go, papa, jab, cross, left hook, blah. When I was in 17, I was like, next year I'm gonna be 18, but I didn't think much of it. But then when it was the lead up of 18, I was thinking, like, what would it feel like? Like, I get to finally go to my corner shops in the ends of my neighborhood, and I get to literally buy anything I want now. Like, that's crazy. I can, like, go to Tesco and finally get a Monster Energy drink, and I can just be ID'd properly now. You know what I mean? I don't have to look it. I can get an ID out like, yo, this is my ID, you pigeon. They'll have to take it, because if they don't, their limbs, done, Picasso, China, money, cloning. That's what you gotta do. I didn't expect this to be what it is to be like 18. Like, for everyone's like story and life, it's gonna be a lot different from mine, but in this video, I'm gonna display how it's been for me, and I hope I can relate to many of you that I literally just turned 18, out on the block, just turned like that. Hopefully we can relate, because you guys have gone through similar stuff like with me. So yeah, let's get into like, in the lead up of like becoming 18, I was like, yo, I haven't done everything like a 17-year-old. Like, I've heard so many crazy stories of people, you know, going out on adventures with their bros, jumping off cliffs, cliff jumping, drinking, bonfire night, by themselves, camping in a local woodland area. You know, like, hearing all this stuff, like, yo, like, I haven't got all the galdem on my side yet.
You are maidenless.
You know what I mean? Like that stuff. I've realised, like, over the last couple of months, like, between feuds, between what it is, between all these other factors in life, like, depending what you want to really do, like, that doesn't matter. It just doesn't. I've come to realise that. I've come to really take that in, like, all like, none of that whole thing, like, with beef you've had with other people, with problems you've had with so many other people in your life, and like so many situations you've been in, they mean nothing compared to what you do in the future. They mean nothing. So life is way too long and short at the same time to you keep giving a damn. So how does it feel being 18? Just a minute. Well, being 18, it felt like I had to get my life in order. Like it was a giant stress. I'm still 18 now, but turning 18 was like, oh my god, I need to get a job. I actually get some economy in my life. And, you know, I have a job now, but I was worrying so much about it. Like I wasn't doing enough, and that was my stress, like being 18. You know, I felt like I had to be on a certain pedestal. Like I had to already have like a degree. I already had to get my maths done already. I had to, you know, get everything in order so I could like do stuff and get an actual job in life. And I realised like you don't have to. And I've gone, like, the past 2 months for me have been an understanding of a lot of trials and tribulations, and at the end of it, in looking at all of it back in retrospect, I've understood that time is the best remedy, and you need to take your time with the illusion of time. And what I mean by that, patience is the key. In the first couple of months of being 18, I was so impatient, and I was constantly rushing to be at the next stage where everyone else is. Like I already had to get everything sorted, and you know, I tried so many times to force myself to, you know, do projects like this one or do anything like this, and I had so many written drafts. Like I was editing a bunch of videos at the time, and the problem is that mentally many situations arose during this time, and it took the life out of me, and I didn't know what to do. For me, I overthink, and in the first 2 months, I was overthinking like a mother trugger. Like I wasn't stopping. Like my overthinking side of my brain has a will of its own, and it will overthink consistently. And there was a lot of these situations that arose in the last couple of months that I was continuously like putting them as my direction, as my priority when they weren't. And such small things, when you realise that, will get to you the most. The smallest of things. The biggest, you understand in life, when like in the last couple of months I've understood the smallest of things will get you down. The biggest things will make you rise higher. And the smallest things will just level you down. And I've learned in the last couple of months that I was so naive to think when I turned 18. When I turned 18, I felt like I was equipped with enough knowledge to be like, I'm never going to make mistakes again. I'm never going to do it again. I'm going to be pristine. No life, no mistakes. But life is all about making mistakes and improving them. For me, when I've made mistakes in the past, I've always thought about the mistake instead of the after effects of making a mistake. And the after effects of making a mistake is improvements, is growing. It allows you to grow. And I've really taken that into account in the last couple of months. The next big thing that I came out, that was my ultimatum out of these whole, you know, like first 2 to 3 months of being 18, that whether you like it or not, life will never be fair. Life will never be fair. No matter how much you want it to be. No matter how much you want it to be. No matter how much you work hard, no matter how much pain you have suffered. This year, I've gone through so much shit. I've gone through so much shit with people that I've had and people that I've lost, and it has felt so bitter. And you're sitting there, you're lying down, you know, literally, and you're like, why? Why can't it ever be how I want it to be? Why can't it ever be fair? Why can't it ever be at least good for me right now? And I've realised the best of things will come to you in time. When you work on yourself and you let things play out, they will come to you. Those fair moments will be more than fair, and time will stop for you in those moments of greatness and gratefulness. And I've realised that you've got to look at the end of it and be like, what have I got now? Like, I was so down bad, and I felt like I didn't have anything in the last couple of months. I didn't have friends, I didn't have people next to me, I didn't have any goals in life. But I realised out of all of it that I've got everything I need to propel, not only to propel me into my future, but also to keep me sublime now. I've got friends. And you know, I was really thinking for a while like I didn't really have any. And when you realise it, you're like such a pighead. You feel such an idiot, a stubborn, dumbfounded person. You realise how easy it all played out in your head, how difficult the situation played out in your head. But when you look back at it, you're like, it was not even that big of a deal. And that's the issue. You know, being 18, I've realised, like, you've really got to cherish what you have now, and you start realising what you've got and who's been there for you and who's not been there for you, and who's really gone out their way to take the time to see you and understand you. And that is something no one can take. And that is something you're gonna have to realise on your own in time. And I really realised, like, you know, through all the mistakes that I have made, I am so fortunate to have made the mistakes, so I can take that knowledge, so I can constantly equip it, and I can use it for situations in the future and be better. And that is why I'm happy, you know, to be human, to live, to breathe, to be, you know, like, on this earth. And that's what I'm fortunate about. That's what I'm fortunate about. So yeah, that's a video. That's a wrap. My name is Max104, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. See ya.